cutting my hair. I went to the barber to get my hair cut, and then they're like,
are they cutting?
Yeah, exactly. So he's cutting the hair. He's giving me the fade everywhere, apparently. And so I swear to God, I said to him, okay, yeah, so do like bit of fade, you know, like add up the thing here, and then
line up,
it's
a
like,
line.
okay, brother, okay. So he gets his all his machines out. He starts getting ready to cut it. And then I'm just like, oh yeah, but like leave it like long here because like I want to leave this bit long so that you can't see that it's balding over there and like, yeah. And he's like, okay, brother, okay. And then he's just like, oh, brother. I said, yeah. He's gone, brother. He's gone. He's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I said, what do you mean don't worry about it? He's like, bruh, he's gone. He's okay. I tell you what. I left that barbershop feeling very motivated and good. He said he's gone, but it's okay. You'll be brave, brother. He's all right. Love you, Carla. Love you.
She's gone.
He's gone. So, yeah, what are you guys dealing with? That you're getting old and you can't get your youth back.
I just have to say something. Okay, this episode is so haunted. We've got things falling everywhere.
Yep.
We've got machines breaking down. We've got the bloody camera overheating.
Yep.
Okay, so I woke up today with a sore neck, and it's been sore the whole day.
Oh,
It's one of those ones, boys.
one of those nights.
And you just exactly gotta make money somehow.
Carry on.
And so and being in your 30s, it carries on. It may carry on to tomorrow. We'll update you guys. But I do have a story. So at my factory we deal with we do powder coating, and so we've got these 20-kilo boxes that we have to pull out every time we need to, we run out. We're gonna spray this new color, and so there's a procedural way to pull out the box, right? So you just lay it down flat and you slide it. But see, I was being cool. I was trying to impress this mate of mine. I'm like, brother, I don't need to slide it out. I'm the man. And so the way I did it was obviously not the correct way. I just yanked it, and I thought it was so cool. Yanking. No problem, brother. This is quicker. My back was sore for 4 days. I shit you not. My back. That was when I felt my age. I'm like, you can't do what you could do in your 16s.
Yeah.
See, that's my thing with dirty 30s. So when we were younger, and the fact that I'm saying when we were younger, okay, we could eat wherever we wanted. We could exercise or not exercise. And I could still go and play a rugby game and still run fast.
Did you used to play rugby?
Well, not professionally, but like in a hobby.
What position were you?
We were playing rugby. You wanted backyard rugby with the cousins.
Did you just run on the sides?
You're doing good, guys. You're doing great.
All right, we're having a rugby match now.
He was the goalkeeper, bro.
But my point is, I used to be able to say, if I got the ball, I'd be able to sprint, right? I'd be able to run off. Even though I wasn't fit,
You running?
I'd still be able to just sprint off, right?
Right.
I had that burst of energy.
Yeah.
And I think it was somewhere around a couple of years ago, I started playing with my nephews.
Yeah.
A bunch of kids and my brothers. So we just couldn't find brothers, so it's easier to start a rugby game, at home.
Yeah.
So we start the game. I get the ball, and I've got that whole mentality of if I catch the ball, I can just guess it, right?
Yes.
I guess it. I shit you not, I almost died. I was puffing and huffing, and I was having a heart attack, and I couldn't just finish the game. I just sat down. It's like, I'm done. And that's when it hit me. I was like, I can't do it anymore. Like, where's that stamina and energy gone? I didn't train before. I wasn't athletic, but I could just play a backyard game of rugby and still be able to just run and play a full game.
Yes.
I can't do that anymore. And the smallest things just hurt. Everything hurts.
Yep.
Do you guys sometimes when you just jump or you just take a drop that's only like a foot, end up like bloody almost busting your knee or your ankle?
No jumping here, brother. No more jumping here.
I know. It's like,
No ground shocks for us.
you really realize it in your 30s. It really catches up to you.
I'll tell you the thing that makes me sort of realize, like, because we're in that awkward age where it's kind of like, we're old, but we're not actually old. Like, we're still kind of young, right?
Yeah.
It's like when little kids come up to you, it's like, they might say, uncle. Like, right? Like in the Indian culture, it's a thing where you call your elders uncle or auntie or something like that. So I'm like being called uncle sometimes. And then sometimes I'm calling bro. So sometimes they call me bro, sometimes they call me uncle. So it's kind of like I'm in that weird transition phase. But then for me, when I look at another person, it'll be like in their 40s, I'll be like, do I say uncle? Do I say bro? Do I say sis? Do I say auntie? Like, it's a bit, yeah, it's like a bit tough
You
to
know what's the worst one?
navigate.
When an uncle or an auntie, like somebody that I think is an uncle and auntie, right, tells their child to call me an uncle.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, what?
Yeah.
But then you realize, actually, yeah, we're the same age.
Oh,
And
you and someone
we
else.
just don't really look in the mirror anymore after our 30s.
Yeah.
We've actually aged up. I've got a theory about this.
Go on.
I think our generation still hasn't aged the maturity level of 30-year-olds. We've matured slower, I think. Because I feel like our parents, when they were in their 30s, they were much more mature.
They had kids.
Yes.
They
They
were-
had shit together.
Yep.
They weren't doing stuff.
Planting trees.
Yeah. And whereas I feel like, the other day I was talking to a person and I was like, oh, when did you go to high school? And he goes, oh, I was in year 9 in 20-something. And I go, oh, yeah, so how old are you now? He was 30. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So about the same time that I was in high school. And he goes, surely not. And I go, no, yeah. And then I realized, oh, wait, I'm 35. I stopped counting my age after 30.
I once woke up and I just
Yeah.
forgot how old I was. I was just like,
Yeah.
I still don't know how old.
I've just stopped counting after 30. I keep thinking I'm 30. And then I have to realize next year I'll be closer to 40. Like,
Yeah,
how
you're
scary
closer
is
to
that?
40 than 30.
And then I'm still thinking I'm
Bro,
a
you're
30,
old,
like a
don't
30-year-old.
You're old, cuz.
Alright, okay. Everybody else here is in their 20s, obviously.
I'm so old that I get excited for buying cleaning products. Like going to buy like a vacuum or something.
That's
like,
too far.
Yes.
Okay?
I'm sorry, people.
That's too far.
They're in their 30s and they enjoy buying Dyson or whatever. I went to go buy a weed cutter or whatever they call it, weed trimmer the other day, and I was so happy like I was able to trim my weed. And I'm like,
Lawn
He
care.
he has a battery-powered lawnmower.
I do actually. I do.
They're actually
I
not
walked past, I walked past, I saw him going. And I was like, where's the noise? Where's the noise? It's shit too.
Is it the one where you press the button and it starts? They get the ads of it. They go,
Press the button. You press the button, you hold it. It's like, yeah, that's it.
Well, let's
You
not
have
mod
it.
the lawnmowers shame people.
Okay, sorry.
Battery-powered lawnmowers are all good. Okay.
yeah, what's the...
I have a very strong petrol.
Wait, so you're saying that electric cars are fine, but electric lawnmowers bad?
Tesla is the greatest car company ever.
Dirty 30s. Okay, so earlier this year, New Year's, I went out for New Year's, was planning on being back by about 2, because I'd work the next day. Get home at about 4:30, get to sleep at 5. It's just one of those things.
PM.
Hey,
Okay, yes, right.
I get up to go to work the next day, I'm just gone. I autopilot the whole day. I don't even remember it, right? I think it was like an AFC game. I barely remember it. I just autopiloted the whole day.
Roy shoots, by the way. He does videography.
Video films.
Films.
Don't say shoots.
You shoot words.
Sometimes they shoot at schools.
Tell
I
him
say.
what Tell him what you do, Roy.
You film
I'm
schools.
a
You're not going to shoot
videographer.
schools.
Sometimes I
Yes, sir. We have the
No one brought it up, but he just said it now. So.
sometimes I film at sports arenas. Sometimes they happen to be at schools. So I say I'm shooting at a school today,
Whoa.
and I have to clarify that I am in fact videoing at
That's still not good.
we have the parents' permission. It's fine.
What?
I'm just doing video of the kids.
It's
But he had the parents' permission, so it's
My
fine.
friend sends letters to the kids, but I do the video
I'm
part.
just behind the mesh, but it's okay that I'm there.
Okay, carry on.
So anyways, I get home from that day of work. It's a whole day of work. I get home. I just go to sleep because I'm done. Now, I've had nights like that before. You just... The next day, it's gone. The next day is a write-off. You're just going to sleep or maybe you have something to do. You autopilot it. You get up. The next day after that, you're fine. I was not fine for the next 2 days after that.
Yep.
And I was like, what is happening?
I agree.
I didn't even drink that much.
Yep.
And then I realized it's because I'm 30.
Yes.
And that hurt my soul a little bit.
But the question is it that we're 30 or is it just that we think we're 30? You know what I'm saying? Or like...
I want to
so-
say something.
Say.
So we went. So we're all of our friends are in our 30s, right? we hired a place for the weekend,
Mm.
and we were gonna like get on the piss, you know,
Mm.
reclaim the youth,
Mm.
you know, get on it.
Wow, hot tub time machine.
We were all in bed by 10 o'clock. That's how you know. That's how you know.
Okay, we put on a boring movie, okay, and for us to
Both nights. We were in bed early both nights.
we watched two
Why
movies.
do only you two know about this? Were you two the only ones there?
There were other friends.
Brokeback Racksby.
And I was poked by the cell phone.
Yeah.
To be fair, we played on the pool the whole day.
On the pool?
That
In the
would never have
In the
stopped.
pool.
We literally went
I was
past the
so
party that had a bunch of 20-year-olds.
Oh yeah.
And that was when we realized how old we were.
Yeah.
Because we walked past the
I was
party.
actually so glad that these
And
guys.
they were still going hard, and we were just like, nah, we're not gonna
It's sad to say, but I was so glad that everyone else was fine. I was like, damn, I'm gonna go to sleep.
We just don't have it in us anymore.
Don't think
To
so.
party all night.
You
I
reckon?
think, you know,
I
it's,
think 11, 12 is the latest. Like
Honest-
after that, we just dead men walking.
yeah. You know it's bad when you yawn as well, like at 8 o'clock.
I mean, just last week we had a thing when we went to a friend's house and we had drinks and we had dinner at like 9, and then we're like just sitting down and like yawning and like, yeah, I think we should just go home now, eh?
We are no longer the AMs.
Just can't do it.
Okay, but also it's an awkward age. My English is gone. It's an awkward age when like you've got certain people like yourself, Nikhil. You're married. Then you've got like certain people who are in relationships, some certain people who are single, and then you've got certain people who are like still living at home with their parents. So it's kind of like awkward in the sense that, like, you know, sometimes it's like you've got a friend maybe, say, who's like, I can't come to the podcast because I have to drop my mum home. I have to listen to my mum and dad. all
It's
the time.
okay, he's younger than us. He's what, 27?
How old are you?
Hey, he's 28!
Shocking!
28.
Sammy's
Bro.
my sister.
28.
20 years and still this
He
permission.
finally
to
made
go
it, by the way. He finally made it to the podcast, but he is the reason why the computer keeps turning off. Fix it. and then,
We're on the sleep settings.
like, can
Go to
someone
power
go to
settings,
the power
settings.
settings
Power settings.
and leave it on, please? This episode is cursed.
Okay, we're gonna end this episode with like a ritual to get rid of the ghost, okay?
Yeah, okay, sounds good.
Is there going to be any particular religion?
We're
Because I feel like
we're just gonna light
maybe-
some incense or some shit and just like go away.
Okay, so in conclusion, you can still have a great 30-year-old life. We're not saying that when you're 30, you're done. You can go out there, you can probably party past the 1 a.m.s.
Yes.
Just not some of us.
Come to the podcast. You don't have to listen to
My back
all
hurts
the
so
time.
badly at the moment.
I learned in my 20s the proper ways to like pick stuff up and how to like if you're jumping off a thing, like what you need to do with your knees and your
Is that
legs.
why you like this?
This guy is so rich. Hey, like, what a rich guy. I learned the proper ways to lift things up.
I went to Google and I said how to lift without hurt
Who
back.
does that?
Someone who doesn't want to end up like Racksby.
my back. Oh.
What I've gotten from this is you were 30 in your 20s.
Yeah, look, I hurt my back in my 20s and I was like, how do I do it so that it doesn't happen again? And so luckily in my 30s, which haven't been that long so far, I'm hoping to have a good long 30s of no back pain. I'm sure it'll happen eventually, but I put in the effort. I do the work.
Oh god, how bad are the 40s gonna be?
We'll update you in 10 years.
Or 5 years.
Tune into the Surely podcast in 10 years' time. Some people out there don't know how to eat chicken. I'm looking at you people.
You know who you are. You know who you are.
I don't know who they are.
Yeah, but let's start with you then.
Yeah. If you don't know who you are, you probably won't.
How deep should you eat a chicken?
How deep?
How deep?
Is it a chicken on the bone?
Chicken on the bone.
You eat it so that the only thing left is the bone.
You don't crush the bone and suck the marrow out?
Yeah,
Yes, yeah, I don't go that far.
You get a bit
Yeah.
Yes!
Now,
These guys,
This chicken died for you.
These guys, they do it better than I.
This chicken
So,
died
okay,
for
I
you.
like it with the lamb. The lamb, the marrow's nice. I don't know
eat
about
the chicken. Eat the chicken. What about the cartilage? The crunch, crunch.
It's pretty yummy.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually
I'm gonna make There's just gonna be made out of that.
I hate how you said
That
that.
came out wrong.
What a dirty 30-year-old.
That came out wrong. And I'm the editor of this show, so it will never see the light of
It
day.
is 100%.
Can we just reference to that love letter and just check the age thing there, and we'll come back.
And let's just, you never said the name. What was the gender of this person? Right, say girl, right?
So people don't know how to eat chicken properly.
I like chicken, okay? That's what I was trying to
We have
demonstrate.
encountered people that like the skin.
Yeah, okay. Now, here's the weird thing, right? When you order that bucket of KFC or
Sure.
Popeyes or whatever your choice of fried chicken is,
You got it.
and then you're all sharing, right?
Mm-hmm.
1 piece for you, 1 piece for you, 2 piece for you, right? We're all
Because you're the oldest, he's paying you respect. Don't read into it.
Oh, we pretend that we got a chicken.
Yeah, okay? We're all eating the chicken. Now, what do I do in the situation that I see he, for example, just argument's sake, hasn't eaten all of his chicken? Do I call him out, or do I just be polite and be like, oh, no, that's fine?
Or do you just eat the rest of it for him?
See, here's the thing, right? They're doing it multiple times, right? So they're moving on to the next chicken.
Oh,
That's my problem.
Egregious! And then you're just like, there's so much meat left in there!
I know. And especially when it's the good pieces, like the young ones.
What? Yeah.
Thigh and the
Right,
drum.
ground chicken.
The thigh and the
Best
drum.
ones.
And the wing. Oh, mate. Everything except the breast.
Okay.
So what do you do?
Here's my issue.
What do you do?
If you've still got chicken left on your bone, why the heck are you reaching for another one?
Yeah,
Obviously, you're not that hungry,
exactly.
you know?
So I guess we can all agree that people who don't eat their chicken should be shot.
Exactly.
They shouldn't be allowed to have chicken anymore.
I think that that's going a bit far. They should be tried first, then shot.
Sure.
So you just
Maybe
eat
they just
chicken
don't know
and then
better.
shoot them after.
Yeah.
We need people to see
Now,
why
is-
we've shot them.
Is it rude to just like, you're not eating your chicken, there's meat left, I just buy it?
But then you're the weirdo. who's
No,
eating
because
his
they're not
chicken.
going to finish it. So you
They're not going to finish it.
Yeah,
Or do you just wait till afterwards once everyone's gone home and then you eat the
Yeah, because they might think you're weird if you do it while they're there.
Or is it weird? Or are you simply just finishing the food?
Don't
They're not, because you know those people, they're not biting into their chicken, they're just picking at it.
Oh,
They're like,
oh,
it's called chicken nibbles for a reason.
nibbles.
Yeah.
They're not doing that.
According to these guys that do that, they reckon that it gets bland the closer they get to the marrow.
What?
And their
That's
favorite
the
part-
best part.
Really?
That's the best part for us. But their argument is like, oh yeah, I love the texture. I
Yeah,
love
because
the
they like the
That's
skin.
where the flavor.
Rip the skin
That's where-
off, eat that,
Yeah.
leave the chicken for the normal people.
Exactly.
Just throw some flour in a frying pan with some oil.
They say it goes bland.
The closer you get to the core, it gets bland. That's
So
the
they just want to eat the coating.
And so they
Yes,
just
they
want
don't
the
like the
coating.
meat. They don't
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
chicken meat.
They just want the spices.
They want the
herbs.
spices, the texture, the
The
crunch.
11 herbs and spices.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what chicken it is. But
Yeah. Okay.
Well, are we supposed to be angry about that?
KFC
Because I feel like we should be angry about that.
Angry about what?
That they don't eat properly, and that they only want the...
I am
Yeah,
angry.
okay,
Nobody
cool.
else is angry.
I feel like you calmly accept it.
Well, what else can I do? You won't let me eat off their plate. So I guess we just let them live their
I
lives.
think these people that don't eat the chicken properly should be given a chicken to raise
No, they should
and
just
kill
be shot.
themselves. No, because they need to look at the chicken in the eyes
I can't do that.
and then they
I'm scared.
tell the chicken that I've been not eating your relatives properly. Your relatives died in vain.
It's like they say, the hunter has to use every part of the animal. So they make them kill it so they understand.
Exactly.
I'm not even going to eat all of you.
How dare you
Question.
waste it? That chicken died for you.
I'm a sissy boy. I can't kill chicken.
Question, when chickens get beheaded, do they still run around? I heard they still...
Like a
used to do-
headless chicken.
Headless
That's
what
what
he's
he's
saying.
right?
Yeah, right.
My brother told me that back in Fiji,
Yeah.
my granddad used to cut the head off, and they used to just keep running around for a while.
Bro, your granddad was
Quite.
this decade.
His farmer used to run, get it done,
What?
get it done. But he was like, he was showing, oh look.
That said, I've read somewhere of a chicken that survived for quite a long time, like a couple of days without a head.
True.
Look it up. Look it up on Google. I'm sure you'll find that story.
Interesting.
And then I think it died because it choked on a pea.
How it choked?
Without a
Like,
head?
a pea went through its
Oh.
throat, and that's how it choked and died.
Okay, we're
So it didn't even
losing
die
viewers.
because it was headless. It died because the pea got stuck in
Stupid
the
pea.
windpipe.
Who peed in it?
A pea. Who peed in it?
He got stuck in it.
Well, probably Renil's granddad said, let's just cut them off and let them run around. He probably peed on them as well.
So question,
Surely different. Yeah.
Question. Are we eating chicken after this?
No, now I'm just salivating now.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm gonna say
Let's
yes,
quickly
but-
finish the podcast. Siblings.
We've all got them. Yep, sweet.
On that topic, my parents used to have a jar full of coins, and it was like a lot of coins, like $25 or something, and like $2, 10 cents, all the giant 50-cent coins. Those were ages ago. And me and my brother would always just, every day or two, we'll just pick up a little bit and a little bit, right? And so this went on for like 2-3 weeks, maybe a month, okay? And so towards the end of the story, we've got my little sister, and she's like 4 years old, and we're like, hey, you should get some of that money, right? So she takes some, gets lollies, whatever, right? The next day, my parents are like, who took the money from the jar? And guess who we blamed? The little girl was crying in that bedroom. Take that! Oh, jeez.
If you wanted me to feel bad, not feel bad for you, shouldn't have said she was 4.
Yep.
I got a lot of them.
Tell us.
Well, I've got 4.
Tell me.
5 of us all together.
Throw it to me. Throw it to me.
The one
Throw it to me.
he's referencing a thing, by the way. He's referencing one of the movies.
From our Lost Treasure.
Has it come out?
that's
Lost Treasure are coming out soon.
You're gonna
Go
see
and
that
watch
live.
Bacon. It's my new music video. Nobody watching it at the moment. Still. But,
I watched Jungle as
still
well.
hurts me. Junglie's out as well. Yeah.
Good music
Buy
video.
merchandise. I love you. Run the ad, maybe. We'll do it later.
Yeah, siblings have a weird dynamic, eh? So I'm the eldest of 5. And depending on where you are in the line of siblings, like, so I guess which age, like, the eldest, the youngest, the middle child, whatever, they all have different personalities. So, and you also have different ideas about the way you raise, right? For example, I'm the eldest. I got the worst hidings. I got the strictest parents. I got the stingiest parents. I was probably given the highest expectations.
Yes, good. Correct.
The youngest,
He's a great man.
I look at him, I'm so jealous.
Lives life like a breeze.
Okay. Let me give you an example. I had to catch the bus to school, and my school was far away, all the way up to high school. My youngest brother, his school was a 2-minute walk from home, and my mum would drop him off to school.
What else you going to say? Got the taxi. Okay, Dad, did you have shoes?
My point is, siblings tame the parents as they go down. So, like, if Kevin Shea had an older brother or sister, maybe a couple of older brothers and sisters, he'd be allowed to come out and back.
Because he's the baby.
He's the
Is he
baby.
perpetually?
He's
How
the
old is he
baby.
now?
He's 21.
And is he perpetually the baby?
He's always going to be the baby.
Yeah. I have a sister who's 24. She's the youngest.
Yeah.
Perpetually the baby.
Yeah. I mean, mum, if he calls mum up in the middle of the night, oh, I'm hungry, she's going to drive over and give him food. If I call her in the middle of the night and say, I'm hungry, you've got a wife! Go cook your own food!
True. I mean, to be fair, that it's the wife's job to go get that.
Oh, okay, I didn't say that.
He said that. He said that.
I did.
His name
I
is
stand by
Roy.
it.
Yes.
Over to you guys. Where
Okay.
do you stand in your sibling hierarchy?
Sure. Okay. So when I was growing up, everyone was biking, like my brother and his friends and stuff. I really wanted to learn how to ride a bike. And so I was about, let's say, 9 at the time. Didn't know how to ride a bike. And so every time I tried to get on, I'd just lose balance. And I didn't understand the science behind it. And so my brother would always tell me, like, bro, you just got to pedal really fast. And then you'll learn, trust me. Okay? So one day, I've got the big bike with me, and he has this very small 5-year-old bike. It's like one of those ones that those 2-year-olds have, and it's just plastic, right? Those kind of bikes, okay? And so we're at a friend's driveway, and it's one of those driveways that's kind of like, it's as steep as the Raglan Beach, that thing that you walk down? It's pretty big. It was huge to me back then anyway. And so he's like, bro, watch this. And so he's got no helmet, right? He's us in like early 2000s. He's like, bro, I'm going really fast. And it's going to be mean ass. And so he goes super fast, right? Probably clocking 40 k's an hour. There's a bump there. There's no brakes on the bike. And so he does the craziest bail ever. It's so funny. But, okay, and I'm like, you're crazy. I'm never biking ever again, okay? And so our house, this was a couple of weeks later, our house has a hill. And I was like, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Right? So I'm going down the back of our hill, and it works. It actually works. I'm like, holy crap! I've got momentum.
Yes.
I fall over, but I did learn how to bike after that. So it actually worked. There's just different methods for some people.
I was incredibly insecure when I was young about the fact that I didn't know how to ride a bike. Like I was like I don't know why. I used to freak out about that. Like it was always just like everybody's riding a bike.
Yeah,
and, like, it felt like everybody in the whole world knew how to do it.
Yeah.
And I think I was pretty old. I was like 15.
Really?
Or some 14 or something.
Dang.
And then my boy, Thomas Handley, shout out, Thomas Handley, came over and goes, bro, just come with me. And then we just started riding, and then I fell over so many times, but you just end up learning. And then I went to meet my cool cousins in Australia, Shivi and Avi, and they had the bikes, the down the hill looking cool, all that cool stuff, and they were just doing skids down the hill.
The PNX.
And, that kind of stuff. And I was just like, yo, that year when I came, I was like, I know how to ride a bike now. Watch this, boys. But then they were doing skids, which was a completely new element. Because you stop, but you don't stop, right? You just keep going. So, yeah. I'm going to end the story there. I want to finish it. Shivi and Abby, love you, boys.
Okay. Similar story. So they have a bike track in Cambridge, and we're all on BMX.
Oh, that
bikes.
fancy circle one.
The fancy
velodrome.
That's very new. That's like a few years old.
Yeah. So that's a different one. It goes, you go through like the woods or something, and then you end up at a BMX track, and it's like,
Oh, honestly, yeah. Honestly.
Okay, so I'm following it. Oh, wait, is this our story recording?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm following these guys, and we end up at this BMX track, and it's really cool. It's really professional. It's all like sand grit and stuff, and it has one of those entrances where you drop down. And you go through like this.
Those are scary.
It was cool to me at the time, and I was like, these guys are like got this adrenaline pump going on, and I want to match it and stuff. You know, you want to be cool. It's like your cool cousins, right? Yeah. So I wanted to be cool too, and so these guys, like you said, they had this momentum going. But I didn't. I'm going at my own pace, and you have to keep going, right? You can't stop. But I started slowing down, and so I went up this hill, right? And I started going backwards. And I was like, I couldn't pedal no more. And then oh my god, it was the worst battle ever. It was so embarrassing.
I love it.
And they never invited me out to be mixing again.
That's so good. That's so good.
Okay.
We're doing biking stories.
I forgot. We're talking about biking stories.
Siblings! I haven't even told the sibling story. Why did we get onto bikes?
Actually, I want to hear Nikhil's biking story. I want to hear Nikhil's
It's
biking
got my
story.
sibling in it, and it's a really gnarly story, okay? So I got a brand new bike, and I'm riding it around, and my youngest brother, baby brother, he's like, I want to ride with you, right? Fiji, no helmets, very unsafe. So what I did was I put a cushion on the flat part of the bike that's between your seat and the handlebar.
Yeah.
Just put a cushion on there. He sits on the cushion, and I'm holding the handlebars between my arms, right?
Yeah.
And his 2 feet just over the arc thing over your wheel. He's got his 2 feet on there. His little tiny feet just over there. And so I'm riding hard, and he's squealing and happy. His 2 feet slip, and one of his feet goes on the wheel, and then hits the bottom of his foot, just like peels off. I'm freaking out. I take him home. I take him to mom and dad. They sort him out.
They sort you out as well.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
How your face is coming off,
first
bro.
concern was, okay, I gotta get this guy safe. Big brother mode.
Yeah.
And then when I got home and he's in good hands, now I'm like, I'm gonna get my ass whooped.
Keep myself safe now.
That one's like, oh my god, I'm gonna get an ass whooping. I did.
Boy, it happens.
Right. That was the story, yeah. So it's pretty gnarly, bro. His freaking foot was like ripped off.
Jeez. But he got driven to school, so that's
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I wonder if he remembers
Is this Michelle?
Yeah.
Say that, Michelle!
You naughty boy.
No, he couldn't walk to school because his leg was... You bad
Before school.
Okay.
Didn't heal properly.
That's why you had to take the bus then. This is all coming to
Yeah.
You're the bad man, Nikhil.
Well, it's not fair. If my parents dropped him off, it's not my fault.
I had to catch the bus. I couldn't bike because I wasn't allowed to bike.
Only damage is put permanently.
Trying to get the
It
sympathy
wasn't
vote.
permanent.
Trying to get the sympathy vote. Right.
Roy, Sif?
Okay, so I used to bike to school as a kid. And
Why are we doing bikes?
Sorry,
Sibling.
I wanted to join it with the bike.
Okay,
Sorry.
do the bike.
It's a really short one.
Do the
And
bike.
so the driveway out of our house was like this little hill that went down into a cul-de-sac that went down another hill. And so as a kid, I had this one bike. I used to love doing this. You could just go straight down this hill and you like did a little skid at the end into the cul-de-sac and then down the hill. Because I was a cool guy like that. I was in primary school. I was about 6 or something. And one day I go to do it and there's like gravel and stuff in the driveway. But a little bit, not that much. And I just go, poof. And I just scrape all this side of my body, and I'm sitting there like a 6-year-old crying, like, man. The driveway's like quite long. I don't even know if she can hear me. But she does. She runs out. She's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm like, oh my God, she's going to beat me for like being an idiot.
Yeah.
Luckily, she didn't make me go to school that day. Got a day off school. It's great.
It's one of those injuries, right, where just like you see it and it's like white for a bit, and it starts to become red. Those are the gnarly ones.
Then mum was like, here's my credit card, go buy dinner.
Yeah. Can I just point out, at least my bike story had a sibling in it.
Yeah, okay, interestingly,
What too?
everybody's bike story was like, I rode the bike, I fell over, I went.
Yeah, my baby.
But your story was, I
disfigured my brother for life.
Can I just say,
We just saw
I've
this guy
ridden
asking
my
about
bike a
stuff.
lot, right? I've actually never gotten hurt from riding my bike. I have crashed my bike a few times,
Yeah.
but I've always instinctively just jumped off my bike when it's about to crash. True.
Okay, so who hasn't done a sibling story
Okay.
yet?
Sibling story. I have 2 sisters. One's older, one's younger. So I'm the middle child. So I got middle child syndrome. But I'm also the only boy in an Indian family.
Yeah.
So I'm like simultaneously the most important and the least important. And it's not that like that averages out to middle. No, my parents yo-yo. All right, it's ridiculous. So one day, me and my sister were in an argument of something. I don't know, like 13, she's like 15.
Sure.
And she gets really angry and just mauls me in the face.
What?
Sisters do that, believe it or
What do
not.
you mean, scratch?
My sister scratches
Okay.
me too.
And
Which one? Dumb.
Dumb. Yeah.
Hey, don't
And
hold
this-
back, bro.
Yeah,
Don't hold back. There was 3 gigantic red marks down my face.
You got Freddy Cougar.
I was pretty good. It looked like I was something out of an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. I was the victim that gets killed, so you know the situation's serious. And I'm like, oh my God, what the hell? This is so painful as well. And Mum comes home like 20 minutes later. I'm like, Mum, look what Dominique did to me. And I was like, oh, okay. Just goes off and drops off the groceries so she can't be bothered dealing with it. Nothing happened. No consequences for her.
That's a very sad story.
Yeah.
That's the
Actually,
end.
Quick one.
Sadly, it is the end.
I want to hear your sibling story.
That's so sad. I know. Okay. It's mine's similar actually, but okay.
Another
So
sad story, guys.
back in the days, me and my brother used to do wrestling.
Oh, didn't we
you know,
all?
wrestling, right?
Didn't we
Oh,
all?
mate. And this was the time when Rock was the Rock, Sting,
Yeah,
you know,
the
those
Fiends and
yeah.
stuff.
Oh,
John
mate.
Cena.
No.
Oh, pre-John Cena.
No, this
Me,
is-
John
This is
Cena.
The Rock.
Yeah,
The
that's
Rock.
the Rock.
Yeah.
The Rock.
The Rock.
Kane,
Yeah.
Undertaker.
Yeah. Rey
Undertaker.
Mysterio. Yeah. Okay, so what we used to do is we used to get the trampoline and we used to put it underneath the tree. And so we used to do, the tree was the ladder. So it's like ladder matches, you know?
Oh,
So
that is
it was pretty big. And so then we got a belt, like a belt from Dad's like closet, and we'd hang it up on the top of the tree. Right? What could go wrong? And so my brother is seven years older than me, right? So he always wins, right? And so we're doing the wrestling and on the trampoline, doing all the moves and stuff. And then I was like, I don't know what happened. I just had the moment. It was like, boom, boom. Like I just finally got him down, and I was like, "Oh my god, I got him down! I didn't expect this, you know, like because you're the younger brother, this never happens."
Yeah.
I was like, looking at the belt. There's the belt. I start climbing the tree. I get one hand onto the belt. And then my brother at this point realizes, I'm not going to lose this. So he just grabs me and just straight. And I make the noise because my leg just went across the tree. Completely just, it was so bad. Straight off the trampoline, on the ground, crying. And it was not the normal crying, it's that. You know the
I got you.
And so my brother's like, oh shit. Shut up. Shut up. And I was just like, breathing. And no one came! I don't know why! No one came that day! And he bloody got away with it! And he, to this day, he still remembers it. He's like, yeah, got away with that.
he knows what he got away with. Like, if he got caught...
Yeah, because he was old. He's old.
Yeah, he's
that's always...
I know, he's like oldest one. If you get caught bullying a little brother or hurting another brother, you're in for it.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, ravioli.
I've got one more.
Yeah.
And this is in line with bullying a young sibling.
Go on.
We're at a family friend's house, and the parents just having a chat indoors, and we were outside playing, me and my younger brother, right? The second youngest brother. And so I break off a piece of a leaf from a plant, and I give it to my brother. I'm like, try this, that's yum. And then he goes and puts it in his mouth, and he goes, oh, he's trying to impress me because he's like the baby brother, sort of dynamic, you know? Big brother, he wants to impress me, yeah. So he goes, oh, yum. And I go, oh no, that was poison. You're going to die now.
And we're so gullible.
I know it. It's so easy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you're going to die now.
Yeah.
Oh no, what's going to happen to you?
Yeah.
Oh, that was poison. You're going to die. And then he goes, I'm like, and he's screaming, and my parents hear him, and they come down. Hey, what happened?
Pause there, bro. Pause there. This episode,
What the hell?
guys.
The factory.
Did it automatically switch? Must not. Must have.
No spices. What was that?
Okay, so the baby starts crying.
My God, what a face you made. Did the crying.
No, it wasn't never died.
So it's
Anyway.
poison. The baby's like, and the parents are coming.
Yeah. So and the parents come out, and then they're like, what's happening? What happened? And it's like, and it's like, what? And it's like, Nikhil said I'm gonna die. And then now my dad's like, he's not making any sense to me. You, what happened?
Yeah.
And I can't lie now because I know I'm done. Eh?
Yeah.
Might as well just tell the
You're
truth
gonna
at
get
that point.
Yeah.
I'm like, just take the punishment, right?
Yeah.
And then he goes, what happened? So I'm like, nothing. He just ate that leaf, and I said it might be poisonous. I mean, I didn't say he's gonna die. It was just ate the leaf, and I said, don't eat the leaf because it might be poisonous.
Yeah.
You see how I'm trying to save myself?
Yeah.
And then my dad just looks at me, he's like, did Nikhil tell you to eat the leaf? And he goes, and then he's like, it's okay, you'll be fine. And obviously, you can't do it. Standard slap right there in front of all the relatives.
You just smack
Now I want to
ask
cry.
questions later.
And then to make things worse, and then he's like, takes out his wallet, and he gives me money, and he's like, go walk to the shop and buy your brother an ice cream. I walked to the shop, and I kid you not, he gave me just enough to buy one ice cream. I bought him an ice cream, bought it back, gave it to my brother, and my brother's like, and I was like, you little shit.
Why did you say the ice cream was poisonous and then you got
You want to get another ice cream?
Buy another ice cream.
True.
All right. I think we're well and truly done with the bicycle stories. Let's move on to our challenges of the week. Last week, we were all challenged to do some things. Mine was to go to the gym 3 times. Clearly, as you can see, it hasn't happened. I failed my challenge for the week.
I feel for you. I commiserate. It's hard, man. It's hard.
Roy, tell them how you didn't do your thing.
Because
Because it's true.
I was gonna write a song.
Yeah, wait, where's the song?
I did.
Ready to write a song?
It's up here.
Nah. Unless you can sing it right
That's
now.
a 0.0 points.
Unless you can sing it right now.
Well, I think okay. Oh, I'm not gonna sing though. So what if I write it down? Someone who's gonna sing.
No, just do it. Just say it. Just say the words.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I want to be a jungly boy. I don't drink no soy. Give me that coffee full. I am the best. I rule.
Yeah, keep going.
That was the chorus, and so that repeats a couple of times. You want me to do the chorus, like do it the whole time, or just tell you that it repeats?
Stop. Just please stop.
So
1.0 and 0. Nikki, what was your challenge?
I managed to do 10,000 steps. And I had to take 2, not midnight, like 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. and 8 p.m. strolls to finish the steps. And that's how hard it was. So I did a couple of walks during the day. You have to remember that my work is very, like, I don't walk a lot at work. So usually my normal is 4,000 steps, which a lot of people might be looking at me, oh, what? I do 10,000 steps like that.
Yeah, true.
Sure.
It was pretty hard. So it got to the point where I think I sent you a message with a screenshot saying it's like 9,800
So
and
close.
it's 10 o'clock. I'm not going to make it. Like, oh my God, that was so hard to do it.
Oh, because you have to do it before 12, right?
Yeah. And so then I'm like, screw it. I'm just going to go for a stroll. And so I go for a walk. And I walk up and down and I come back and then I'm still short by like 20 steps. So I do another one just to the mailbox and back.
Hell yeah.
Because I want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
So you used that watch to measure it.
Yeah. So I hit 10,000. A little more than 10,000 actually.
Well done, mate.
So,
well done. So that's 1 point.
That's 5
point for Nikki.
I have a question
And I
about
did-
the watch, but I feel like it may not be appropriate.
Moving on. I finished. Does that count as steps? I don't know.
Count as steps. Your legs are moving.
I'll tell you what it counts as. It counts as rowing.
Might be an app for that.
I won't tell you how I know.
Right, shimmy out.
I finished my script.
Yay!
It's 12 pages long, but I finished it.
So what's the process now? What's happening
Right,
with it?
so now it's just got to go through Rob, Neil, and then we'll try to lock it in. Done. And we start moving forward, looking into doing storyboard, casting and all that locations.
Nice.
And
Does it have a title?
yes, it's called Happiness.
Whoa. That's a hard-hitting.
It's
That's a hard-hitting title.
one-word title.
It's a short film.
Short film.
It's a
Not
short
to be
film.
confused with the pursuit of happiness.
No,
I didn't add a Y in this Happiness. So I
Or
don't
the
want to
Todd Salon's film, Happiness.
be- Exactly.
Cool. So when you sending it to Rob?
Hopefully next week. I just get a little bit of proofread by my missus, and then should be good to go for you, and then to you after.
Okay, cool.
So,
Sounds good. So you guys can expect to see that, or at least hear about the making of that. That's going to be happening as soon as we lock in that script, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And we'll walk you guys through the process and update you guys and stuff. And yeah, it's going to be real fun.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Well, I think you're on 2 points then, for the challenge of the week.
It's got 2
So
points.
you've done your challenge. Your first one was going to sleep, but that's fine. So, easy challenge.
Can I also point out I ate a carrot today, but I didn't get the point for it?
Wasn't caught on camera. It didn't happen.
We didn't see it. We didn't see
I
it,
don't think.
Carrot.
Did you guys see it?
I did not see any carrots.
Kevshay?
Okay. Now, 2 points, 1.00. Oh dear.
Okay.
Challenges for the week going forward. What are we doing?
Right.
None of you are ready.
Okay, exercise related.
I have actually got a question.
Okay, you go.
So we're not shooting this episode on a regular day this week due to some...
Next week. Next week's one. We're shooting on Sunday.
So we have to do the challenge by Sunday.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. So you're going to have less time to do it, eh?
So not this Sunday.
So we've got...
So you have to be done by
Next
this
week.
Sunday. 4 days.
4 days.
4 days to do it.
Alright, that changes my challenge a bit. Nah, so correct. I was going to do a total from now till the next episode a grand total of 100 push-ups.
Whoa.
So not on one day,
Yeah.
a grand total. So maybe like 10, 20 one day, 30 one day. And I thought I would have more days to do it,
Okay.
but this makes it a bit harder.
Good.
Because I've
100
got less
push-ups.
days.
Can I have the same challenge? I had the same
Okay.
challenge.
No, you can do 200 in a day. So
Yeah. Okay. So,
So you have to do 1,000.
okay, all right then.
I can barely do 20 in a
I'll
day.
do
You have to do 100, you have to do 1,000.
but not in a day, right? Because
No.
I might be fried.
And you guys have to have video evidences of it.
Sure.
Video
Surely.
evidences.
Sure. Easy.
Okay?
Just do one and then loop it.
Right.
Put a clock next to you so that we know you're not doing that.
My challenge is, okay, so I got this business that I run, which is called Ramen Media. Ramen Media does like photography, videography, and at the moment we're putting a big focus on real estate clients. So the biggest thing that I am freaking out about right now is I need to get more clients and more customers in. So I think what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to call 100 real estate agents and try and sell them. I hate the idea of cold calling. Freaks me out, and I feel a thing about it. But I'm going to give it a go. 100 agents. Doesn't matter the outcome, whether I get them or I don't get them, as long as I do the thing.
It's a pretty
Would you
big
do it?
number, 100 agents.
So how do you show this with evidence? How do we know?
That's
to
a
believe?
I'll do it with Power Deep, and she will corroborate.
Okay,
I
sounds
will
good.
do it with Power Deep because I thought about this, right? I was like, let's make this an activity. Then that way I won't feel like I'm being just like.
You feel confident doing it as well.
Yeah. Because it's kind of like I've got someone else there who I can kind of do it with, and then she can like nurse me back to health when the people say no to me. So that's the idea.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good. I think we should call Pawan on the next episode to confirm.
Sure. Why not?
Sure.
Come on,
Sounds
guys.
good.
Why not? Royce?
Well, it's interesting that you talked about your business because I had actually planned to do a similar one. Not the same. Very different.
We'll just
actually.
copy each other.
No,
It looks
it's
like
a
it.
very different
Looks
one.
like it.
The one that I had in mind and I'm going to do is that how I get my jobs usually is I want to get more clients. How I get my jobs usually is that I film for someone, I do a good job, as I always do, and then they hire me again. And maybe at some point someone asks them, hey, I need someone to film for this role. Do you know someone? And they'll recommend me, And that's just how I've been getting my jobs. But with the way that the economy is going and the industry is going, it's getting harder and harder, and there's just fewer jobs going around. So now I need to start finding jobs again like I used to. I need to get all of the content I've ever filmed, sort through all of it, find the best parts, build a portfolio for myself, build a show reel, and it's been something that's been in the works for a long time. And I think this is the perfect time to just sit down, crank it out, get that 1 point for the challenge.
So, what
What's
specifically
the actual
are you doing?
challenge?
I'm going to put together my portfolio.
Cool. So, show reel. You're creating a show reel? By Sunday.
Yes.
Beautiful. There you
I
go.
actually haven't seen your work, so this will be exciting.
This will
I'd
be
love to see it.
interesting.
Yeah.
We'll put the show reel in the episode next
There you
week.
go. Yeah.
If you
So
do
why
it.
not?
Again, I was really excited until you said that.
Can we also start doing punishments?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think so. Okay,
From
if you
Sunday?
don't do the challenge, then we're gonna have Kevin Shea come in and spin the wheel. And when he spins the wheel, there'll be a number of punishments on that. So Kevin Shea, your job is for next week create a wheel of punishment and put stuff on it, and then bring like all the different activities and spin the wheel, and then
Maybe we
you
can
have
just
to
put
do
pieces
that.
of paper in a
Make sure there's
He's gonna make a wheel.
Make sure it actually spins, and then there's an arrow pointing at
Very good. Hope you enjoyed.
And it
See you
makes
next-
that sound. You know that sound where it goes,
Yes. Yeah,
Can
add like little pigs
One more
to it.
thing.
All right.
Is Kevin Shea going to be here on the episode next week?
Well, we'll find out. Let's see.
Well,
if he
shouldn't
turns
he
up.
have a challenge?
Let's see if he turns up.
His challenge is to turn up
Yeah.
Make the wheel.
and make the wheel.
Make the wheel is Kevin Shea's challenge. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next week.